A man who grew up here in Indianapolis, and he really had this dream of playing in the NBA, but now he has totally different goals because he was involved in a shooting earlier this month and now he's paralyzed.
Yeah, it's an incredible story. The focus is getting to a top rehab center where he can recover. John Duran is here and has more on what happened and what's next for this young man.
Really just a tragic story here. Columbus Caudle lived in Indianapolis till he was 13 years old, then moved with his family to Florida. When his mom passed away this past September, he moved to Georgia to live with his uncle and pursue his basketball dreams. But a quick trip back to his old home of Indianapolis for a graduation party changed Caudle's life forever.
I'm the person that don't really need to be helped. Yeah, I can do everything by myself basically. Hold a chair. But now I need help a lot.
Columbus Caudle is still getting used to things.
This is my life from now. Until I get back on my feet, this is my life.
A quick visit to his hometown turned into a much longer stay.
I was planning on going back to Georgia, working for a little bit, and then going to college.
But he'd never go back the same.
They told me in a nice way, kind of, you're gonna be basically paralyzed. It was just my boy's graduation party. I'm talking 100 people. And shots just get fired, just out of nowhere. So I'm running and I go through the garage and you heard the last shot just come through the garage and it just hit me in my back. I was just on the floor, sitting there for 20 minutes, waiting on the ambulance, just thinking about everything. Really, I was just thinking about my mom.
And how she'd help her youngest son.
My mom had passed away. It was 9/13/21. So like it says, we have amazing memories, even though I won't see you again. I'll never forget you. I look at this and it brings light to my eyes.
That loss led Caudle to chase his passion.
The only thing on my mind was do everything for her. So I just went with that. And then my uncle was like, come live with me, let's make this happen, make your dreams come true.
A coach as good as any.
My Uncle Shaq, that's what I did, so I moved to Georgia.
And fulfilled one of his dreams.
So yeah, I had got a full ride to Alabama State.
Caudle was on his way.
Let's go!
He just graduated, 3-4 weeks ago. Walked over the stage, which was an extremely emotional moment with our mom not being there.
Very nice.
And she still pushes her son.
If I want to stop, I think my mom, what would she want me to do? But they told me I had 5%. We're going to fight for that 5%.
Basketball or not, Caudle will head to school.
There's leaving my full ride on the table, so I'm really appreciative for that. It's just a blessing.
Still figuring things out.
It's going to be a journey, but we're going to get through it.
On a long road ahead. IMPD says that is still an ongoing investigation and no arrests have been made in connection to that shooting. And Caudle was the only one at that party who was shot. The family is raising money now to cover the costs of great rehab care either in Florida or in Georgia. And if you'd like to contribute or help out in any way, there's a link to do so in this story on WTHR.com.
And I love that you're doing this now because he's on his journey. A lot of times we end up seeing the success stories at the end. He's trying to figure it out like the rest of us. And so, I mean, it's just really inspirational.
A month ago, he's walking across the stage at graduation.
Yeah.
It just happened so fast.